Welcome everyone to another exciting World Series featuring Los Angeles Dodgers and who are they playing? Toronto Blue
Toronto Blue
Jays.
Jays.
So it's Drake against Kendrick Lamar.
So here's something funny. I'm watching the news today. I watch Fox 11, the local Fox, not the big thing because it's fun and it's local. So they did this little piece on comparison Toronto versus LA. So they had a particular type of food. Then they had in Toronto. Then they did something in LA, and they did a couple different things, right? And then they said Toronto has Drake and LA has Kendrick. And I was like, really? They actually went there with that?
I'm
I
glad
was
they did
surprised. Oh,
because it's
I
gonna
am
be
too.
and
I
it's gonna
love it.
bring what do you call that? Awareness to the younger crowd that doesn't even watch baseball.
Yeah.
Just like Otani brought a lot of Asian people who love baseball out because now they got one of their own that they can rally behind. And I
Well,
love it, dude. I love it.
well, to be completely honest, there's a huge Asian population that actually followed baseball because it's big in
Oh,
Japan
I know,
and
but it got
Korea and all
bigger
that stuff.
when
Oh
this
yeah,
dude
especially
became a
LA.
star.
Oh, especially LA because
Yeah.
remember he was stuck in Anaheim. He was an
I
Angel for
know.
a
I
number of
can't
years
believe he's there 5 years.
and couldn't really do anything. That's not really a good location. I mean, hey, if you're an Angels fan, hey, more power to you. Good for you. But
Right.
unfortunately, he couldn't shine there. So when he came over to LA, I don't know what it was. Like a switch was flipped, and he just all of a sudden went extra buck wild. Especially the last game of the last series, he has
Right.
six hitless innings, strikes out 10 batters, and hits three. He has three at bats and hits three home runs.
Right.
That's phenomenal. But
Right.
anyway, I hope it's a good series. Obviously, I want the Dodgers to win. I mean, as much as a sweep is super, I want it to be rather competitive. So if we sweep, I hope it's a close game for each of the four. But I really hope the Dodgers win again. The last time the Blue Jays were in the World Series, they won it for the second time in a row. So they went the only two times they won back to back. So I think it was 92 and 93. So it's been 30 plus years since they've been there. So, good for them. Just hope the Dodgers pull it out. Yes, that's going to be really good. So, welcome everybody to episode 203, part of season 5. Can you believe that? We made it 200 plus episodes. This has been phenomenal. It's Friday, so happy Friday. Oh, I didn't get my little happy Friday thing. I'm going to let you talk. I'm going to get my little happy
Well,
Friday.
you gonna let me talk, huh?
Yeah. Well, normally I don't say much.
Right.
I'm on a roll today compared to normal.
Hey,
So
and I was all for it. Anyway, welcome to Altadena Talks podcast powered by Altadena Talks Foundation. If you see that little ticker going across the bottom of the screen, we could use any donations that you have because we are the only news outlet dealing strictly for Pasadena. And we are the longest running podcast in the world talking about Altadena. So our whole focus is Altadena. We're trying to get our town back. I'm so happy about driving around town and seeing like all the new builds. I was driving up Fair Oaks yesterday, right before I got to Altadena, I think at Manor.
Uh-huh.
They're building a big, nice house right there. You know where that werewolf usually is right there? So two lots over from that going north.
So what happened to that? I saw an image at some point where the werewolf was down.
The werewolf didn't get destroyed. It just
I saw it like on the ground.
The wood that was holding it up burned and it made it fall. But that thing is made out of like some rebar or something. It's never going to. That's like the longest standing Halloween joke because that house has Halloween 365 days a year.
Yeah.
But
I can find my cool.
I saw a lot of builds, and I'm happy to see that.
Corner
I went
Marcus.
up there and filmed some stuff the other day. I'm going to put everything together. I've been filming so much that, like last night, went to the Justice for 626 event with
Thing
Nathaniel.
Monrovia.
Yeah, Mac.
Mr. Mac.
I recorded him. He had a vital information. I mean, he's giving it to you straight, no chaser. I'm going to cut that up and put it in the shorts on the Altadena Talks YouTube page this weekend. It was sponsored by My Tribe Rise, which is an affluent nonprofit that's been out here since 2020. They were dealing with a lot of homelessness and, trying to help the homeless, trying to get people fed. And now they have focused their sights on Altadena, and they have been very successful. They get a lot of donations, and they do actually give out the majority of the money that they receive. So they gave out a lot of gift cards yesterday, and it was more of a raffle type thing because it was. I've never seen one like that, but actually that's a good idea because then you don't have people coming there and then trying to get the gift card and leave without the presentation. So they held that on to the end, which was smart. Mm-hmm. And dinner was provided by El Patron Restaurant. Nice. One of the only three of the remaining Altadena restaurants that didn't get burned by the fire, but were in the path of the fire. So shout out to El Patron, shout out to My Tribe Rise, shout out to Bishop Mark Smith. He reminds me, and I'm not trying to be funny, but it's just how I see it. You remember on Coming to America?
Oh, Lord.
When I was at the church, Arsenio was the preacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that kind of demeanor. He's like old school, kind of Louisiana, Texas,
Yeah.
And God said, I go to churches just to see that. I never got to grow up in a church like that, so I didn't never see somebody get the Holy Ghost. But I was watching. They got these reels that pop up, right, with the babies.
Yeah.
And they had the ones in the church. He said, church got out, and everybody out there in the parking lot getting scoops. like I got to show some of these sometimes. They are so funny.
Yeah, they are.
And, with me going through, I call it fire depression because I'm not really depressed. I'm just, without things, suffering loss, but not loss that is going to carry with me for the rest of my life, like a parent passing away or something. But, it's crazy because, who knew? And
True.
Next thing you know, here we are. So, got some exciting news coming up as of December 1st. And I haven't even, this is news to Jamal. So,
sure don't want to. Never mind. I was going to make a smart comment. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, I know what you're going to do. But anyway, we will be on 25 different podcast platforms for audio in December. So Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all of that. I just linked up with a company yesterday and going to go through it. In fact, after the show, Jamal, I'll show you the platform and how I'm going about getting that set up. So we'll be able to reach a lot more people, hopefully Altadenians that are in need of knowing what's going on. The video portion of it will still be here, of course, because the video portion is the most important because we make announcements and show flyers with QR codes and stuff like that. I see Michelle has joined us from Neighborhood Servants. Welcome. I saw them yesterday.
Hi, Michelle.
I went over to the Eaton Fire Collaboratory. It's awesome. It's a place where now everybody can go to. You can shop. They make an appointment for you to shop for stuff. They got bikes over there. They got all kinds of stuff. So if you suffered loss in the fire and you need things for your kids, you got newborn babies, you need pajamas, you need slippers, hand sanitizer, deodorant. They have all of that stuff. So
nice.
Make an appointment. I actually made an appointment, and my appointment was yesterday, but I really wasn't there to get anything. Fortunately for me, I'm okay. So I'm not. When people ask me, what do you need? I'm like, I need for you to donate to the nonprofit. That's what I need. Because my most important thing right now, the therapy that I am doing self-therapist work on, is this podcast. So for me to be able to get up every day and have a purpose and to serve my community is great. I'm not doing any IT stuff right now, even though I just got a proposal that might be lucrative. But I told them one of the stipulations is I'm not available between 9:30 and 12:30. So
right,
Monday through Friday. Now, if you got weekend work, that's fine. But I'm not necessarily focused on that right now. I do keep my skill set up because I'm always doing something with IT. But yeah,
that won't ever change.
No. Well, this show, what we do in the background.
Oh, yeah, we learn stuff every day.
One of these days, Marcus, I'm going to get you up here on the weekend so I can take you through like a crash course on how to run the show from where your location is. So that way you can be a participant. And I'm going to go. I guess we should do the announcement since it's Friday, and that's what most people tune in on Fridays to get, or what's going on this weekend.
Right. All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah. No, I'm ready. Actually, no. Let me read.
You're not ready.
No, I'm not. Hold on. I'm gonna.
In the
interim, I'm gonna just do this while you talk. I'm gonna reload the slides because I tweaked one, so I just I gotta upload them all.
Oh, I got the little disco action going. Hey.
That's right. I hope nobody gets.
Who remembers Danny Terrio?
I do. Hey, I'm raising my hand. Yes. Yes,
from
indeed,
Dance Fever on Saturday nights at 7:00. It came on for 30 minutes. And at the end of every show, thank you. At the end of every show, he would show you a new dance move that you could do at home. And of course, my mom would say, "Come on, baby, let's go. Let's do what Danny Terrio is showing us." I was like, "You really? You want me to dance?" Later on, I'm dancing on Soul Train. Who knew?
Yeah, that's true, huh?
Yeah. But I don't regret any part of my growing up. People considered you poor, but to me, I wasn't poor. We just didn't live in a fancier house than most people or whatever. I didn't care about that. I was rich with friends. So I didn't even care about what. And we would go over our other friend's house that had everything. And they'd be like, "Man, just go in the refrigerator and get a soda. Just go in the refrigerator and make a sandwich."
For sure.
I'm like, man, this is crazy. I would love to. I loved it.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, what's going down? We about to start the announcements. Do you have an announcement you'd like to make? Oh, wait. Is there a light?
You can see me.
Yeah. You turned it down.
I did a little bit because first it was off.
Yeah, that's perfect right there. Yeah. Now you look like CNN. You got the background right there. Now you just need to get you some reflective.
No, I do it like that.
Colors.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Don't do that. You look like what's her name? Remember Vanity when she was on The Last Dragon and she was coming down the elevator and said, "Never say never."
Well, the reason I have to do that is because when I smile, apparently there's.
Yeah, mine closed all the time. I mean,
right. And so I have to when I take pictures, I literally have to go. Because if I don't,
you look like you're surprised. Like what? I know she didn't.
do I have any announcements? No. We've got a couple more donations. That's great. Doing some more collaboration. Had a really good phone call last night for about an hour. And then there's 100 and let me look real quick because some more people signed up for the luncheon. I think 100.
Yeah, I was talking to a few people that lived in Altadena last night and let them scan the link.
QR code, yeah. So 142 today. So whatever we land on, we land on. But people have until the 1st, which is next Saturday, and I'm closing it. So because I have to be able to say this is the actual number to make sure our food is right, to make sure I have enough tables and chairs, all that good stuff. So that's why. And I have to do the whole seating chart for the county and everything. So Saturday, November 1st is it. But yeah. That's it. I don't have like major announcements, I don't think. All
right.
And I'm popping in and out because I got to be somewhere at
noon. Yeah, that's right. You do have that.
Our leadership conference. Yeah. So.
Well, you might be gone after when the announcement starts because they're gonna go for a minute.
Oh, and especially this week, there are a ton of things going on today, tomorrow, and Sunday. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous.
Speaking of that, I'm glad you said it's kind of ridiculous. I had a conversation with my mom yesterday afternoon, and she was saying the same thing. And I told her, I said, that's partly why you now limit the announcements to like the bulk of what's happening that day, that weekend, that week, or whatever, because there's so many, and it's overwhelming. And if you're watching and trying to write down stuff to see what you want to go to, it's too much. And I told her, I said, yeah, Mom, it's a whole lot. One of the things that I do want to say about that is it is my hope and prayer that the community as a whole begins to start collaborating with each other more on events, meaning there's so many on the same days that it's overwhelming and people want to attend stuff. And then they're like, oh, should I pick this over this over this? So maybe people can start to check in with other people and say, hey, because Mark Mariscal called me 2 days ago and he was like, hey, Tony, I heard you're going to also, besides your November event, do something around December 20th. They said you have it reserved at the park. And I go, oh, we're thinking about doing a turkey giveaway or something, potentially with some people. And he said, Altadena Rotary and them are already doing a huge event, not at the park, but at the Sheriff Station Community Center and in the parking lot where Rite Aid was, is where a lot of people will be parked. But it's a drive-through gift card, Toys for Tots, and a few things. And I said, well, then I don't need to do what we were planning on doing. We can potentially, if the people that said they would like to participate and give turkeys or whatever, we can talk to them and we can all collaborate and do it at one location. Not having competing.
I think you mentioned this earlier in the week.
I know I mentioned it to you guys. I don't know if I mentioned it live, but
I think you did.
And maybe stop having competing events. Not that anyone is literally trying to compete against one another. I think it's wonderful that the community is trying to come together and help the community, but there's so much competing against one another. Who got trash inside or something?
That's outside here.
Oh, okay, yeah, I hear it. And so it is my hope, if anybody is watching that is a planner that has some events happening or whatever, because on our day alone, on November 22nd, I won't say our day, but our event is 11 to 3 at the park. There is Rhythms of the Village thing at John Muir from 12 to 6. Juicy Little is doing something that day. The Deltas are doing something with some of the Alphas. The AKAs have another thing because some are going to volunteer at my event, but they're trying to like spread themselves to volunteer all throughout the community. And they were like, Tony, how many of us do you need? And I'm like, many as you can send, right? If it's 5, cool. If it's 2, if it, whatever. But maybe it's my hope that for the Altadena, Pasadena, whatever community, we can really start tapping in with one another. I wish there was a whole calendar that we could just say, and I know somebody, that guy, not Culture, what is his name? Courage. Had
Courage. I kept saying it, but my mic was muted.
Right, exactly. I was like, what is his name? What is his name? Courage has some kind of calendar, but it's like these are the events that are happening. It's not something where people are checking in first with one another to say, hey, I'm having this. I noticed you had something. Can we work together and collaborate and collapse one of these events, right? Into one big event. So just putting it out there. Maybe we can start doing that.
By the way, Courage is running for Altadena Town Council.
Okay.
So,
what track? I want to see the tracks.
4601 or something like that.
Oh, that was my track. I mean, I think the one that I was going to run for and then decided not to.
Probably.
Allison is also, and that's I'm gonna look them up. That's the seat that what's her name has.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of it. Anyway.
When I'll see her next time, I'm gonna say, "How you doing?"
And it's funny because y'all know I claim that address on Wapello and always say my track, my this, my that. And my mom sometimes watches and she's like, that is not your house. I'm like, yes.
I have to hand it to Altadena people.
It's my forever house, lady. What are you talking about?
Altadena people will straight correct you.
We will for anything. And our parents, I'll be like, what are you talking about? Yes, it is, type thing. So,
you're a plumber and you plumb, right, Dad?
Yeah, 4601 is from, looks like it's all the east side up there where I grew up and everything. But yeah, my mother would be like, that's not your house. That's not your, I'd be like, girl, that is my address. That is forever my home. But it's hilarious because she'd be like, we are still alive and that belongs to us. And I'd be like, yeah, okay. I have a real possession issue because even with like my siblings and stuff, when my mom get on my nerves, I'll be like, y'all better deal with your mama. Right. And she's no longer my mother. She is their mother. But my daddy, he'd get on my nerves or not, but that is my dad. And I would tell my siblings and everybody, that is my dad. And they were like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, nothing, that's my daddy though. And they're like, he's not our dad. And I've told them not really, but no, he's my dad.
You guys just exist.
But anyway, that track, 4601, that was Victoria Knapp's track. So there's another guy who's in it, but his term, because they're 2-year terms and they stagger, his is over in 27. And so I wonder there's a record, 21 people running. So I want to look at that and see who I was running, because Allison was also running in that track. So as long as they're a good advocate and they're not trying to do dumb stuff like, oh, we want to incorporate yada, 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 and go against the will of the people that have been here forever in that track, then that's all good.
As long as they continue what the other ones were doing already, because don't get in there and take away the focus from what we're trying to get to here.
Yeah.
We don't need no extra stuff. We got Catherine Barger is advocating deep for us. She's doing us more than she's doing any other county. And I'm just happy that things are coming about. And
you said more than she's doing any other county. We're only one county.
Well, any other town in the county. That's right.
Oh, or her cities or her towns that are in them.
Yeah.
Oh, and she does a lot up in the AV as well, because what happens is you contact her office when you want her to come to things or whatever, or when there's something important to you. And right now, Altadena is important to everyone, especially Altadenians and everything. So yeah, she's doing, in my opinion, good work or great work. But I know a lot of people are like, she's not doing enough. There are processes to everything, and something has to happen first before this can happen before this. And so people need to have some patience. But that, again, is like a comment I made at that meeting last night. You have to become civically engaged at your town council, your city council, your county government. Don't wait every 4 years for your midterms and your presidential election, but then complain about everything that you do have some real say and input on. So we've talked about that a million times. Y'all know I'm a political girl and, try to be engaged as much as I can. But if you really want to be involved. That's what you have to do. Become politically engaged, go to the meetings, whether they're on Zoom or in person or whatever, so that you really do have a say.
Yeah, it starts local. I mean,
it does.
You can't do it. You're going to complain about the president, but your town is falling apart. Do something to make your surroundings worthwhile to live in. And those people who always complain aren't even involved in anything.
Yeah.
They sit at home. Like this one guy was like, well, how do we find out about grants? I'm like, have you registered with the Red Cross? Have you registered with FEMA? Have you registered with all of these entities? Did you ever go down to, before the Eden Fire Collaboratory was there, did you ever go down to the one-stop shops and actually talk to people? And then they'll give you an excuse, well, the lines were long, or I just don't have a way down there.
There it is.
Call people.
Yeah.
If we find that there's a need for people to get places, we'll find somebody who's got a party bus or a van that can come scoop you up and take you to these necessary spots, because there's no excuse to stand from the sidelines and complain when you
I'm gonna put this in here. Jamal
disappeared.
Oh, well, you then. He said be right back. That is who all is running, since we're talking about it. Meet the candidates, and there's a link to each of them. So 4601 is Brendan Perez Courage and Morgan Z. Rutledge. Brandon Smith, Dorothy Wong. Dorothy Wong, she's the one that
does the Eden Fire
Network.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that I don't see two names on here. Although I'm glad I don't, but
Brandon Smith is part of what you call it? Beautiful Altadena.
Yeah, no, I was looking for a couple other people that are always out in the media, but one's a female, one's a male.
Well, don't see. I see that I'm looking at the same list you're looking at. In fact, let's put this up here real quick.
Oh, Brandon Smith, co-founder and former CEO of Forestry and Fire Recruitment Program. That might be good since he has is a fire person. Oh, he went to NIA. I bet you Hannah knows him. She went to NIA. Nice.
So here are those candidates. I'm going to try to make this a little bit bigger so you can actually see it.
And then maybe we could just put that link for people. If you want to know who the candidates are, there is a link you can go to, because voting will commence the 4th and the 8th, I believe. And you can look at all the candidates in their tracks and all of their statements, and who can vote. Every Altadena resident age 18 or older is eligible. Citizenship is not required to vote. Bring proof of Altadena residency to the polls: a driver's license, a utility bill, a rental agreement, any official mail showing your name and address, Altadena address. You can also pre-register online to make voting easier. And there are 4 places to vote and 3 dates: November 1st, November 4th, and November 8th at either the Altadena Main Library, November 4th at the Bob Lucas Library. A lot of people might just do it when they're out voting for Prop 50. Altadena Library at Loma Alta Park on the 1st, 4th, and 8th. The Prime Pizza on Allen, 1st, 4th, and 8th. Altadena Town and Country Club, 1st, 4th, and 8th. I thought that's got burned down. I guess they have part of it that's standing. And then grocery outlet.
Country Club? No, they just opened that back up 2 months ago. It's the golf course that's not back yet.
No, anyway, the grocery outlet on Lake, November 1st, 4th, and 8th as well. And you can you'll vote for one candidate in the census tract where you currently live or where you were displaced from, which was your original home. So I got to make sure my mama knows so she can go do the vote. But very important, this is part of civic engagement, being involved, but I understand it was a record turnout of 21 people this year or something to that effect. So I'm really happy to see it. A lot of people, obviously. I hope the people that are elected and sworn in, yes, keep us moving forward and don't get on the town council with a grudge of, oh, the county failed us, oh, this, oh, that. All of that. That's not going to take us anywhere. That's not going to help. We know about the failures. We've seen the reports. They keep coming out. But what can we do collectively to move forward together to make things better? That's what I believe is what should happen from whoever is elected and is sworn in. I think it's November 16th that they get sworn in. But anywho, I wasn't going to have any announcements, and I am going to drop off because I got to get out of here shortly. But I'll stay on long enough for some announcements, maybe till 11. I got to leave no later than 11. So that was the only thing I wanted to really talk about is that, and give numbers on updates on what we're doing for the luncheon. And I've done that.
Well, and there you have it. The illustrious Tony Bailey Rains.
I'm staying for a minute, but go ahead.
And she's back.
We could segue on to the real announcements with Jamal. Now, if they take a long time and y'all come back,
they're going to take a long time.
Okay, then I will say toodles, happy Friday, have a good weekend, everyone, because I likely won't be here when he's finished.
Yeah, Eden Fire Survivors Network.
Oh, cool.
Couldn't remember the acronym. Video. Huh?
Oh, Joy Chen. Okay, thank you. Dorothy Wong is someone else. Thank you so much.
Dorothy Wong is already a
town council.
Town council. She's just running again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's odd. Oh, well, who else is in her tract already? Because
let's see.
Okay. She's rerunning for her term with Melissa Morona, and then Brandon is running against her.
Brandon.
Yeah. Brandon might be just the new fresh blood and
Brandon.
I'm excited though to see more people of color run as well, because it's not very colorful currently, and we do need some additional Altadenians with different shades of melanin to be on the town council to really represent everyone. So I'm excited to see that. Lots of different surnames, which tells you that. So I'm happy about that. Anyway, go for it, Jamal.
All righty. There we go. All right, sorry about that. We're going to start with the Altadena Community Center as usual. It's at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. It's from Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. FEMA is not there any longer, but you can still access them directly if you need their assistance. Please scan the QR code on the flyer if you want to see a list of all the services that'll actually be provided at this location. And then we still have the LA County One-Stop Permit Center, which is at 464 West Woodbury Road, Suite 210. Walk-in hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30. Rebuild consultation appointments are available Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., as well as Saturdays from 8 to noon. Southern California Edison planner appointments are also available just Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 to noon, though. To set those up, you do need to go to the website recovery.lacounty.gov/rebuilding/1-stop-permit-centers. And then, as we've mentioned many a times, the county is waiving and or refunding permit fees for homeowners rebuilding after the Eaton or Palisades fires. Those who have already paid your fees can have them refunded, and those who have yet to pay your fees, you can have them waived. To qualify, however, you must demonstrate that you both owned and lived in your property prior to the 7th of January of this year. Also, there are only certain projects which are eligible. For example, the replacement single-family home destroyed by the fire, which does include accessory structures like garages, ADUs, and pools, as well as standalone ADUs for temporary occupancy during the rebuilding phase. What's not eligible, however, are commercial rental, multifamily, or temporary housing projects, nor properties that were not damaged by the fires. Now, to actually get your refund or waiver, you actually want to go and fill out the form. And you can fill out the form by going either to the website recovery.lacounty.gov/fee-waivers-and-refunds, or just scan the QR code. And once you actually get there, you can fill out the form online and either print up a copy and walk it into one of the offices. And one form is only needed for all the departments. The alternative way you can submit it is as an attachment via email to recovery@planning.lacounty.gov. Now, Cal Assist Mortgage Fund is still going on. This is providing some mortgage assistance, 3 months of mortgage payments up to a maximum of $20,000. Funds don't have to be repaid. It's free to apply. If you do get this grant, it is paid directly to your mortgage servicer and not to you. If you are interested in applying, please be prepared to provide your mortgage statement, bank statements, utility bills, homeowners insurance or FEMA claim, as well as your proof of income. Eligibility requirements are your primary residence must have been destroyed or considered uninhabitable due to a qualified disaster from the 1st of January 2023 through the 8th of January of 2025, which obviously includes the Eaton and Palisades fire. You must have owned and occupied your home, and it could have up to 4 units on the property, and you must meet the income limits, which have recently been changed and increased to $211,050. Now, if you actually want to apply, you want to go to the website, calassistmortgagefund.org. And if you need some assistance over the phone, you can get that from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. And you would call 800-501-0019. However, if you want some assistance in person, you can actually go to one of 2 locations. First is the Altadena Community Center at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena, or the One Stop Rebuild Center at 1828 Sawtell Boulevard in LA. Now, the in-person assistance is available 9 to 5, also from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, here's the, sorry guys, here's the long part. This is all the stuff that, kind of happening locally and what have you. So the LA County Department of Mental Health has a free support class available for those dealing with the fires. The topic is dealing with disaster, how to cope and thrive. It's happening now through November 29th, except for Veterans Day and Thanksgiving Day. It's taking place at Loma Alta Park, which is 3330 North Lincoln Avenue in Altadena. And it does happen on Tuesdays from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m., as well as Thursdays and Saturdays from 12 to 1:30 p.m. So definitely check this out if it's something you're interested in. And if you need additional information, you can reach out to Dr. Michelle Majors at 626-430-2930. And then Home of King and Queens, their event schedule, the next event actually is coming up Monday, the 27th, where they're having a healing and recovery event, bingo and burgers, family fun, and resources available from 3 to 5 p.m. This is at Fair Oaks Burger, 2560 North Fair Oaks Avenue in Altadena. If you'd like additional information, you can reach out via email to homekings13@gmail.com. That's homekings13@gmail.com. And I did not advance. I went to the wrong slide. Sorry about that. Let me keep this up there just in case you want to see it. All right. So we're going to move forward, and the Altadena Library District is presenting a mental wellness workshop for older adults presented by the LA County Department of Mental Health. So there are several dates. They're on Thursdays of each of the next coming months. The next one coming up is for Holiday Blues, which will be the 6th of November from 10 to 11 a.m. And the last one will be the 4th of December, where you can discover your passion. It's going to take place at the Bob Lucas Library, which is located at 2659 Lincoln Avenue in Altadena. And then Sacred Heart Church is having a trunk or treat, game night, and movie night. It's for your family and for your friends. It's happening tonight from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Location of the church is 2889 North Lincoln Avenue in Altadena. And the free farmers markets put on by Together We Thrive does take place today. It'll be from 5 to 6:30 p.m. or until supplies last. The location is 3541 Brandon Street, Brandon, in Pasadena. And hopefully, if you're interested in getting some free farmers market things, you will actually show up.
Brandon. That name is just coming up so much.
I know.
I think we need a theme. We need to start getting themes for some music or some of these things, like ding and ice.
Right. We'll see what we can do about that.
That's tonight.
Yeah. So like Brian said, Dina Nights happening tonight from 8 to 10 p.m. at Harambe. It's 1609 Navarro Avenue in Pasadena. This is where there'll be games, food, vibes, art, and community, with the sounds being provided by Mr. Energy.
I'm going to have to talk to Mr. Energy and say, man, play that song by Heatwave. Mm-hmm. And then the whole crowd, we make a video and the whole crowd goes, ding and ice.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Heck yeah. You need to be there to videotape that.
Oh, I'm going tonight. I'm definitely going tonight. Yeah, just to be able to say that. Ding and ice.
That's right. So starting with this slide will be the first of many things happening tomorrow. So it's the LA County Recovers, LA County Department Authority, Altadena Builds Back Foundation, and Neighborhood Housing Services.
Hey, Jamal. Excuse me. I don't mean to be rude. Did you announce that ribbon cutting for tonight? I had to walk away from my computer for a minute.
No.
The rebuild from Patrice Williams.
I did not.
I just put it in our WhatsApp because I wasn't sure if you had it. So, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm actually going there at 2.
Yes, it's at 2. But anyway, if you want to announce that, you can. Oh, it said RSVP by the 22nd, so never mind. Anyway, I just got that texted to me.
Cool. Appreciate it.
Okay.
No worries.
Let me go back on mute.
So this virtual workshop is discussing or addressing funding gaps for rebuilds. It's a virtual workshop that takes place tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. via Zoom. To register, please scan the QR code on the screen. And then Music Changes Lives presents Heal Dina, which is their monthly distribution, which is held every fourth Saturday. It'll be at the Metropolitan Baptist Church at 2283 Fair Oaks Avenue in Altadena. It'll be from beginning at 10:30 a.m. until supplies last. Some of the things that'll be there will be hygiene products. There'll be food and relief supplies as well. Now, also on that day, hosted by Metropolitan Baptist Church from 3 to 7 is a family and friends harvest fest. There'll be fun, jumpers, food vendors, games, and much more. And again, the address is 2283 North Fair Oaks Avenue in Altadena.
That's Metropolitan Baptist Church.
That's right. Dina Relief Drive. This one I haven't put up for a while, but apparently they have not stopped doing this. So at the Pasadena Church, which is at 425 Sierra Madre Villa Avenue in Pasadena, they actually have a drive every single Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And they are always interested in having volunteers. If you're interested in volunteering, that's what that QR code is for. Otherwise, if you want to get something from the Dina Drive, from the Relief Drive, just show up between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. These are the folks we are sitting right next to at the block party.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So there's a Real Black Men short film showcase taking place at the Writers Guild Theater, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow. October 25th. The location is 135 South Dahoney Drive in Beverly Hills. If you're interested in participating, you can scan the QR code to get information, or go to BHERC at bherc.org for more information. Another fall festival happening tomorrow from 3 to 6 at Victory Park, which is at 2575 Paloma Street, is going to provide costume contests, carnival games, live entertainment, free food, and much more. Also tomorrow is free yoga provided by Dina Heals. It's going to take place, or the doors open at 9 a.m. The class starts at 9:15. This will take place at the Paseo Outdoor Mall, 300 East Colorado Boulevard, Suite 150. You can unwind and ground with a gentle, breath-led practice designed to move with intention. To RSVP, please go to bit.ly/D as in Dina, H as in heels, /yoga. Helping Hands and Changing Lives is 35th annual Make a Difference Day. This is taking place at 321 South Myrtle Avenue, which is at Liberty Park. This will be tomorrow from 8 a.m. to noon. Scan the QR code to register, and the check-in time will be from 7 to 8 a.m. Lunch and snacks will be provided to the volunteers, and you also get an event t-shirt. This is one we mentioned yesterday. There will be free groceries tomorrow from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. The pickup location will be at WOW Enrichment Center at 4016 West Slauson Avenue in Los Angeles. If you're interested in this, you can scan the QR code to register. And also, if you have an interest in getting additional information, you can actually go to Barbara Guris Inc. That's Barber Guru Inc. gmail.com. BABERGURUSINC at gmail.com. Sorry about that. Then Hope Now Community Resource Center and Sisters Coming Together in the Community are providing a senior health fair. It's going to take place tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 1800 North Lake Avenue in Pasadena. If you would like additional information, please call 626-817-3910. Join for a day dedicated to health, wellness, and community. And also enjoy a complimentary taco. Also tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., there will be a stroller and luggage distribution event at 2150 Glen Rose Avenue in Altadena. Please bring a valid ID or proof of Altadena address. This is put on by the Frontline Relief Foundation. There's also a Fall Family Festival taking place on Sunday from 3:30 to 6 p.m. at Harvest Rock Church, which is located in 131 South St. John Avenue in Pasadena. Safe and fun for the whole family. Free tacos for the first 250 people. There'll be free raffle tickets for iPads, gift cards, and bicycles. And then Hands in the Soil is providing the holding space. Tea prayer for Altadena, music meditation, land offering ceremony at the Arlington Garden in Pasadena. It'll be Sunday, beginning at 12 p.m. It's free with RSVP. You can go to handsinthesoil.com or scan the QR code.
Hands in the soil.
And folks, thanks for your patience. I think we're coming close to the end. We put this one up yesterday, and this is the world's largest Christmas light maze. Enchant is taking place the 17th of November through the 28th of December at Santa Anita Park in Arcadia. However, right now they are actually looking for over 100 seasonal team members to bring the magic to this crucial event. The roles they're looking for are event staff, brand ambassadors, character actors, build team, event support staff, photographers, and event coordinators. If you're interested in participating and being a talent member, please scan the QR code on the screen. If you want more information, you can go to enchantchristmas.com. And then lastly,
but not leastly,
exactly, is the Altadena Talks Foundation A Day of Thanks Community Luncheon, taking place on Saturday, November 22nd, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., Loma Alta Park Gymnasium, 3330 North Lincoln Avenue in Altadena. Altadena residents it's for Altadena residents with proof of residency prior to January 7th. You can register for each household. And this event is free for those individuals that did lose their home or their house was considered uninhabitable. Please scan the QR code. And of course, this particular flyer, I didn't add the other link, but the other link is altadenatalks.org/ATF meal sign up. That's where you would go for that. I took it off. I added this new flyer and I forgot to add that piece. So I appreciate everybody's patience. I know the slides are a lot. If you can't get information right away if I'm going too fast, I encourage you to do one of two things. One is go back and watch the recording, because you can at that point stop anything. The other thing is, if you go to our Facebook community page or Facebook group, quite a few of these, if not all, I won't say all of them, but about 90% of the things I read on here, I actually do also put on the community page or group page. So you can actually go there as well. A lot of these are also on our stories on Instagram, but they don't stay forever. They disappear after a day. So yeah, it's a lot going on. So you got a lot to choose from. If you didn't have anything to do this weekend, there's a lot for you to choose from.
Yes, it is. And I'm so happy to be a part of it.
In addition, tonight, gotta support those Dodgers. Even if you're not a baseball fan, just some point in time between 5 and about 8, just say go Dodgers. Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Marcus, for thanking me or thanking us. Hopefully it's informative for folks. Again, I know it's long, and to
and speaking of Brandon.
There he is.
I'd like to make an acknowledgement of our guests. We had Miss Vertice join on Instagram, Michelle White, Andre 336, one Phoebe, that's my homegirl Felicia, Bell, Brandon, and then we have Living Water Ranch Ranches Design Build. It's hard to read as too many certain letters close to each other. Classic Ash, Violet Aguilar, and 626 Lisa O. And welcome Pasadena Village to the podcast. Thank you for tuning in and joining and sharing. And we try to share this to all the groups and stuff like that, but sometimes Facebook hates on us. And it's like, no, you're not sharing today. You have to wait till the live is over and then you can share it. So if you all find that this is beneficial to people in your community, please share this podcast with your peers, family, friends, enemies, people you don't like. Everybody can join in. So I think we got about 6 more minutes. What else is going on? Let's see. We did talk about, I am going to a ribbon cutting today up at 3508 Marengo.
Yeah, I'm going to put it up anyway, even though I know you can't register for it. You never know.
Yeah. I mean,
it show
up. She actually called me yesterday or the day before or something like that. And so I'll be up there capturing the event. Also, TEDx is this Sunday. I don't know if we announced that, but TEDx is this Sunday. Tickets have already sold out. It will probably be available later once TED Talks approves it to go out to the public. But that will be taking place at the Altadena Library from 10 to 4.
10 to 4. Yeah.
10 to 4, yeah.
It'll be from 10 to 4.
It's going to
That's
be
actually
very
be a pretty
nice.
fun event.
Yeah, so we have been, Style Click Media has been chosen to help assist with the setup and run of show. So we're very proud to be able to do that. You know, we do have other hands in the pot besides the podcast. So, you know, we have a, so if you guys don't know, and I'm not going to tell you to go to the website because I haven't even been to it in a long time because I'm doing other stuff. But I just want to make sure you can actually get to it because my
yeah, it works.
Okay. Did you do SMTV or you did
StyleClickMedia.com?
Okay. Does it have
Yeah, I'll just share it and we can discuss it after I share it. Share screen.
So if you guys don't know, Jamal and I started a business 8 years ago. 8 years. 8 years ago this month.
Yeah, it was quite. Yeah, time flies.
8 years ago this month. And the reason why we started this company is because we got tired of trying to find the tools that we needed to market our company. And so we decided to create our own marketing company and find tools to help other people who are having the same problem. So thus Style Click Media was formed. We also do podcasts. You know, we never really appeared in them, but we produce podcasts for other people. And Jamal, I got something to show you.
Oh Lord.
If I can find it. I thought I had it up here. Guess not. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. No, I'm just playing. So we got nominated for an Emmy in Minnesota. Oh, here it is. Let me share it. We got nominated for an Emmy in 2020 for Outstanding Lifestyle Podcast when George Floyd got murdered. And one of the nonprofits that I actually sit on the board, we did a podcast for it called The Evolution of Fatherhood. And when the George Floyd situation happened, Anthony Tunstall, who is the executive director of the Evolution of Fatherhood, called me up and he said, "Brian, they're about to do the parade, the protest, and it's coming right down my street." I said, "Well, why are you telling me? Let's get on the podcast and you can show that right now." And he was outside of his window, and I mean, bird's eye view. The crowd was huge. It was the craziest, because we weren't involved in. There hadn't been any walks and protests out here in Pasadena, Altadena, so I'm not paying attention. I pay attention to the ones in LA, but that's different. But stop that from going. So when George Floyd got killed, we did a podcast and we brought Rodney King's brother, Juan King, on to talk about the difference between what happened to Rodney 28 years before at that time versus now. And that podcast got 15,000 views and got us nominated for an Emmy in Minnesota, which shocked me because I don't do it for that. I do it to, get the information out. So I'm going to show you. I hate when I have to go look for stuff to share. So this was the cover of the award ceremony, National Academy of Television and Arts and Sciences. And it's a flip book. So it shows everything and everybody. And we just happen to be on page 46, which I'm going to flip to 46 real quick. because it's a 60-page book. But here we are, right? Was it 46? Yeah, here we are right here. So if you look under lifestyle at the top left, let me zoom in on this. That's too much. So here is the lifestyle program special. I don't know why it does that. But here we are. The Evolution of Fatherhood, produced by Style Click Media. And here were the 3 hosts on the left. And of course, I executive produced it. And Shalette, and that should say Busby, not Busy. Anthony, I'm gonna kill you with your typos. And my last name it's supposed to have 2 C's, not 1. But yeah, we did a little something back then. So I'm proud of that. I just wanted to bring that up because of what Style Click Media represents for both me and Jamal. We've expanded so much in this little company that we got that I'm shocked half the time that people recognize stuff. I don't do it to go get the views and the likes. I do it to disseminate information. If I want to views or likes, I'll be doing like the stuff that the ratchet people do, slapping people and running, right, and stuff like that. That's not. First of all, I couldn't run from you. My knees ain't that great, so I'll be walking fast.
No, definitely want to provide some real, helpful content. Sometimes humorous at times, but not just wasteful information, right? Or wasteful things. But the other thing is, we actually like the technology. We like messing around with the podcast concepts and the social media and all that kind of stuff. So it's something we both were kind of drawn to. He's far more network techie than I am, although I have some background and know a few things. But
you hear this music in the background. Yeah, I have some.
Hey. But we both kind of were drawn to social media. See, I glazed over that, or went past that, and then we had an affinity for it, and just decided to roll with it. And a shout out to our other person that helped bring it to life, Emil Mincy, who's in Texas now, I think Dallas.
Who actually gave us our motto. Let us show you.
Tagline. Yeah.
Because what happened was every time I would call Emil and Jamal up, hey man, let me show you this. Let me show you this. Emil said, man, look, here's your slogan. Let us show you. I said, why didn't I think of that?
And he said it just like that. Emil's a cool brother. He's laid back.
He's so, his vibe, his energy is so mellow.
He's chiller than me.
Man, I mean, I gotta tell you the background of me and Emil. So I used to live in Monrovia on Shamrock and Olive, and Emil lived about 2 blocks up on Lime, and I forgot whatever that street was right there when you first turn. And so every day in the summer, like between 11th and 12th grade, I would go over to Emil's house and we sit outside because, back then parents didn't let you in the house.
Yeah, most didn't. Correct.
They just didn't. Don't be bringing him over here. So we sit outside and we just talk. And then Donnie would come down and we get in because Emil had a 280ZX. And we would go to Skate Junction and just park lot.
Skate Junction.
Oh man, I loved it. We go inside and never skate because our idea of going there was we wanted to see the fine girls and who we could holler at, right? So
no doubt.
After we go there, then we probably hit In and Out or something, and that was the highlight of our week, Sunday nights. We weren't even really going to clubs and stuff. I don't even think I started doing promotions yet. It had to have been like, it was like 84, 85. So, Emil, my mom would only let 2 people in the house, Donnie and Emil, the only 2. So my father had a drum machine and me and Emil would make beats. So we would recreate other people's beats. So we recreated all LL stuff, like I Need a Beat. That was our favorite one to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then we rap over it and stuff. And we just goofing off. Now, had I really took that seriously, I probably could have been a good music mogul, been working with Teddy Riley and stuff, because my dad bought a Ensoniq ESQ1. That was the most latest keyboard out in 1988. And my dad's blind, so he was like, why don't you learn how this works, and then you can show me when I come home from work, right? I said, okay. So I sat there. I made 4 songs that day. I made One More Try by George Michael. I did The Final Countdown by Europe. I did Dance by Egyptian Lover. And then I made up my own song off the 4 chords that I knew how to play, right? And so my father came home. He said, you did that? I said, yeah. He goes, how'd you do that? I really want to know, because I have never taught you more than Master Blaster jamming on the piano, right? I said, Dad, I cheated. And he said, how? I said, well, you know, most songs are 80 beats per minute, right? Well, I took it down to 20 beats per minute and I fingered it real slow, and then I sped it back up to see what it sounded like. And it was like, came out right. So I was so proud of myself. And then the keyboard was electronic, so it had different bays and stuff, so you could have horns, strings, all that. So what I did was, in order to help my father out, I took clear fingernail polish, and if there was 5 buttons right there, I would put a drop of fingernail polish on the middle button so that he could use. So you know how when you type, you don't have to look, but the key leader keys on the keyboard are F and J.
Yeah.
Well, if you notice, there's a little raised indentation on F and J, so you won't have to go look to find it. You just put your hands there and find it.
Right.
Well, that's what I did for him. I put the fingernail polish drops in different spots, and then I would give him the sequence. Like, okay, the reason why I got these 2 drops over here, Dad, is because these 2 have double function. So if you push both these buttons at the same time, it changes the options for music. Like, instead of strings, it could be horns, or it could be percussion, or it could be whatever. Mm-hmm. And then he had this. It came with these modules you plugged in, so you could save your stuff. So
I remember all that.
I still have that keyboard from 1988. I think it's at your house. I think.
Yeah, I got a couple of them over here.
So I still got that keyboard, and every time my father comes out here to visit me, first thing he says, hey, you still got that keyboard that I can use? Of course. Man, that is the gauntlet of keyboards. I'm glad I didn't have it at my house when the fire. I would have cried if that thing would have been at my house. I was like, oh no, that would have been crazy. But yes, I am very, very, very thankful to have a father that took interest in us learning his craft. And, you know, even if we did it sideways now, I'm going to tell you right now, my brother and sister can blow. Like, my brother sounds like a better version of Aaron Hall. My sister can sing Whitney Houston like no other, but of course they're both shy. But if you want to find out how if my sister can sing, you can look up Roger Bacchus on YouTube, and you can find all kinds of stuff, including a couple of duets he did with my sister. So I come from a very musical family. My parents were on the road for 2 years before I was born, and they were making a grip, and he had a nice house out in Ohio and everything, and we moved out here. And actually, I'm glad we moved out here. I'd rather live poor in California than rich in Ohio. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
Hey, I understand. I was in Ohio for a minute, so I kind of get it. I was in not a smaller town, so it was a little more tolerable, but I know where it could be.
Yeah, where were you?
I was in Columbus. But like at the heart, not in the suburbs or anything. Yes.
Yeah, my dad lived right down the street from there when I moved him back to Ohio in 2009 off of Whiteman and Brand.
Right by the Olentangy River.
Yeah, where every time something happens, and that river just backed up because when they have tornadoes, all the trees get dumped in that river and block it up like beavers did it. But yeah, it's crazy. I went out there in 2009, and that river was overflowing because they needed to. It was too cold to go get equipment to get the trees out of the river, and it's not even a big river. But yeah, that just took me back a while. Just having good times. But yeah, that's what Star Click Media is all about. Just trying to help people. And over the course of an 8-year period, we have helped hundreds of companies get their social media right and get brand awareness out there. And we actually apply that to this show.
Yeah.
So everything that you see with the sharing, with the shorts, with the distribution and the automation is because of the skills that we acquired over the years trying to learn how to do this, because I got tired of paying people bogus money and they don't do anything. I hated that. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's one of those trial and error type of situations. You try to utilize somebody and they don't do exactly what they say they're going to do. It's like, forget this. We're going to figure it out on our own.
Now, fast forward to when now it's time to train people, because I got to the point where I didn't want to do it for you anymore. I wanted to show you how to do it. Because some people just didn't want to pay.
Right.
And so I wanted to make videos so they could learn how hard it is to do. But if I'm guiding you through it, you should be able to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was wrong. And it had nothing to do with the clients. It had everything to do with the platforms changing every time you made a video. So
yes,
I used to get, we set up a Pinterest account, and I was able to hack the algorithm on Pinterest, and I learned a few tricks. Like, the more you posted, the more people came to the page. So I was posting 200 things a day through automation, right? Got that bad boy up to 8 million visitors a month, and was putting things out there to see if they would sell. Since I'm getting all this traffic, let's do this. Threw this out there. Oh, that did a little something. Threw this out there. Oh, that did a little something. Then I wanted to show people how to maneuver in the back end. Every time I did that, Pinterest changed the way they do stuff. I made 3 videos, and each one is obsolete after another. I make the first video, they change something. I go back and remake that same video to include the changes, they change something again. They don't want you to know how it works, because once you find out and you get the rhythm and you crack the algorithm, then that's a problem for them, because they can't get what they want out of it, which I would think if I'm getting 8 million people a month to go see,
they can get something out of that.
Exactly.
They
like,
should.
how you blocking my blessings? Just because I learned your stuff and I didn't go to your college or your training session. That's like when I became an MCSE. I just went and took the test. And they go, well, you got a 95. Where did you study at? I said, I downloaded your software. I put server on one computer, workstation on the other computer. I read the books. I took the test until I could pass it with 100%. And then I went to take the test at your testing facility.
Yeah.
They didn't like that, because they wanted you to spend $30,000, $40,000 to train with them so that they can monitor you taking the test, so they can keep their numbers up to say, yes, our school has had 500 graduates come through it. I'm like, nope. And it's so funny because I have an unorthodox way of doing stuff. So I was teaching at one of those UEI or something, networking. Mm-hmm. And I came up with a way to put 2 network cards in and jerry rig them so that the whole bank could have internet off this one computer. But I didn't teach the students that, because that wasn't in the curriculum of how they wanted them to learn.
Of course.
So one of the students asked me, hey, how do you have all these computers running off? You got a switch over there There's 8 computers, and there's only one cable going into that 10-port switch. And I showed him when I did, I put dual network cards. They didn't have the dual NIC cards back then where you could put, it was one card that had 2 NICs. You had to have 2 NICs. So I put 2 plug cards in, and then I would daisy chain it.
Daisy chain it, yeah.
And then I would just not put the default gateway in, so it just flowed. Because the minute you put a default gateway, it's got to go through an extra step.
Yep.
And so the main guy came in there and goes, don't show don't show the students that. I'm like, there's 3 ways to do stuff on a computer at any given moment. I mean, so why would you not want to give them the cheat sheet?
You were doing too much.
Yeah, I got fired. I ended up moving from San Diego back to LA and worked for Robert Half for a while, and then took on a couple of jobs for a couple of years. I cannot work for anybody because everyone's intimidated. Either they think I'm gunning for their job or I'm going to make them look bad. So I opted to go the consultant route, and I've never looked back since 2003. And I always tell people, if you keep getting fired from companies that are afraid of what you know and what you can do, start a consulting business and go back to that same company and charge them $200 an hour instead of the lousy $40 an hour they were going to give you working there. I'm very, very, a very big advocate of entrepreneurship. I can't deal with jobs because I'm going to find a way around to not do it. And there's this one guy, he figured out a way to make everything automated for his job, and he just sat there and played Tetris all day. I was like, man, that's the way to go. But you don't tell people that you did that.
Yeah,
you got to look like you're still working. Otherwise, guess what they're going to do? Oh, you have free time. Oh, if you automated this, why don't you automate all this other stuff? And then you know what's going to happen next? Oh, we don't need you anymore. Goodbye. So never let them see you coming.
Right. Message.
Exactly. Message. So we got, who else came? We got Michelle Jalapeno. Anonymously, that's my boy Dannon. You know Dannon.
Do I?
Yeah, he worked with you guys in when you were doing with Derek Wells and Earl and all them. Movies.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, thank you for hanging out with us. We appreciate every time you guys join us.
Back up. Happy Friday.
Yeah. We also have, if you would like to be a guest on the show to talk about your experience with the Altadena fire, and I believe, here it is. If you go to that link, you can sign up and become a guest of the show and talk about what you've been going through these past 9 months, almost 10 now. Excuse me. And please join us. We would love to have you on, talk about your story, talk about your horrors, things that you've gone through, and see if we can give you some information, guidance, what have you, on where to go or what resources to check out. And that's about it. Special shout out to Catherine Peoples. I went up there to see her yesterday. Melissa and Jeff from Strong Home Network had exclusive conversations with them. Michelle White for taking me on the tour of the new warehouse, and countless other people who are involved up there. They're still putting things together, but we're coming together as a community and things are happening, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. That's all I got to say.
No, that's a beautiful thing. I ditto that, echo that, whatever the proper phrasing is. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Friday, an amazing weekend. Once again,
it's on.
Go Dodgers. They start at 5. First pitch is at 5 today. They play in Toronto today and
tomorrow. Going to be crowded. Rocco's going to be on the field there. They got happy hour from 12 to 7.
So they're going to be in Toronto from today and tomorrow. and then they'll be back in LA. I believe it is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and if necessary, they'll go back to Toronto on Thursday or Friday and Saturday of next week. I think that's the way it's broken down, but it is 2-3-2. So we get 3 straight games out here in LA. So hopefully we can end it at home.
If we can just get one there, awesome. That'd be great.
Yeah, that's what they always say. Hey, if you can split it when you're away, that's a beautiful thing. And when the one's at home.
Isn't that how basketball used to be, 2-3-2?
It is for the finals. It's 2-2, 1-1-1, all the way up until you get to the last series. Oh. Once you get to the last series, it's 2-3-2. And I can't see it.
You know what's messed up is for the home team, if they start off with 2 and then they get swept, you're not coming back to get any money back from concessions from it. They're like, make it go to 7. Damn it.
Well, you know, they obviously make the most money if it's 7 games. So that's how they always, you know, they would like it to be that way.
Well,
and to be honest,
everything, all of them. You know,
it's kind of fun though for the fans as well. Because being even though I want the Dodgers to win, there's something about if they win in 7 games, it's always amazing. Because that lets you know that they're true. In most cases, it's true powerhouses playing against one another. The absolute best in the National League against the best in the American League. And for them to go 7 games, that's usually a really good thing for everybody involved. But of course, as long as the Dodgers win, you know, that's the important part.
Yeah, but the parade is going to happen again. I might go down there if they do it this year. And
here's the irony. If they do, should the Dodgers win again, it'll be the first time that a team went back-to-back, I believe. No. It happened sooner. I'm sorry. I was going to say since Toronto did it in 93, but I think
Houston Astros,
the Phillies or somebody did it earlier than that. I remember looking that up.
Didn't the Houston Astros do it and then they got busted for cheating or something like that?
Man, I don't even want to talk about that. They stole a pennant from the Dodgers because they cheated.
Mm-hmm.
And they ended up winning this World Series that year. They should have absolutely had that taken away from them because they admitted to it. They got caught. They got, it was proven. It was crazy. But anyway,
behind everything.
That's right. So again, guys, thanks for hanging with us. An hour and 22 minutes. Thanks for Tony for popping in and sharing the info she did.
It's going to be a jam-packed Monday because I'm going to probably I'm going to do a lot of events on Saturday, but I'm going to actually not be doing anything except for the TEDx on Sunday. So I'm going to miss a lot of events on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then Sunday night, I'll be putting together like a collage of pictures and stuff. But if you guys go to altadenatalks.org and go to the events page, you can see every event that we have ever attended because we take pictures at all the events, and we do this because we want to make sure that you guys can see what you missed. Simple as that. So under events on our website, I got them broken down by quarters. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, now we're in October. And I don't think I've updated October yet because I've got so much. That's why I got to be announced.
Mm-hmm.
September was the Altadena Chamber Mixer. August was a lot. We had 9 events we went to. Altadena Dining Club, Neighborhood Service Backpack giveaway at the Rose Bowl. Boxable gave the Ben family a Boxable. Tiffany Haddish had the grocery store giveaway. Simply Divine had the backpack giveaway. And then 2 weeks later, they had their grand opening with the ribbon cutting. Bob Lucas Library opened. The Monrovia Doherty Black Alumni Association did their fundraiser concert in August. And Here Lay a Home did their exhibit in August. So yeah, check it out. We try to curate this as best as possible so that you will be able to see what's going on in town and go from there. So, and we do all this stuff ourselves. There's no outside help. We do the website, we do the shorts, we do the creation of content. between me, Jamal, and Tony, we do everything.
That's right.
So it's not just doing this podcast and going home. Because right after this, I got to go to, I got a call during the podcast that they're going to honor Win Harmon at Jackie Robinson with the plaque, and Peanut called me to come take pictures. So,
that's cool.
Of course, I'm going to go do that.
Right. That's really cool. And I'm going to give an early shout out for what's happening next Friday. And I'm just going to put a picture up there. And those who know, they just know.
1989, another summer. So if you do know what that means there's a crosstown rivalry soon to take place.
A week from today.
And I'm going to tell you right now, it's my 40th reunion for the high school, John Muir High School. Next week is going to be jam-packed. We got the birdie tussle on Thursday, then the meet and greet that night, then the game on Friday, our dinner on Saturday, and Sunday is the homecoming fair where Altadena Talks will be going live from it to...
Along with the Hall of Fame, right?
Exactly. Hall of Fame starts from 10 to 12, and the homecoming fair starts at 12. So we'll be there from 12 to 5. Please, if you are in town and you are going to go to the homecoming fair, do stop by our booth so we can get a stands. I'm not putting that up there. Correct that, not stands. I don't know who Stan is. Let's see, I'll fix it in a minute. So yes, we you saw that.
Yeah, I did.
Stan the man. But yes, please come up and support the homecoming fair. It's a lot of the students are selling food and trinkets and stuff to raise funds for their programs. So please come out and support. And next week, I'm going to be talking about that all week. Especially, I'll probably be going live from the golf course. Once Jamal starts the show, he'll switch over to me and I'll be like, I'm standing here with Tiger Woods. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Inglewoods. It's going to... So yeah, it's going. I'm very happy because this is the end of the year, and this is where all the festivities and stuff happen. And regardless of what we've gone through, if you love this town like I do, you're going to enjoy it regardless. Because one thing we can be thankful for, the school didn't burn down, so it's still there. So
none of the schools.
Except for
high schools. Yeah.
And the other little schools.
Yeah.
So we've held you guys hostage for long enough.
Shall we go out? Yeah, we'll go out on that. So happy Friday. Have a great weekend, guys. Tune in on Monday. We'll tell you everything that we did over the weekend. Hope you have a good time. And if we get a chance to see you, come give us a holler and give us a little input about what you think about what we're doing. And let's have some fun. All right. Take care, guys.